Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome tonight. Asim, thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. Like every stitch on this video is a hit back to back. I mean, everybody really got something to say, and that it's really something that I love about my people. The reality is that some people do not understand how smart my people are. Each time I tell you that Black people are OGs, trust me, I know what I am saying. I am going to put this to you that our Black people have already mastered the act of all these colonial masters. They have mastered all their going on and coming in, that whatever that will happen in 1 or 2 or years or 5 years, they will be able to dictate it from their movement, right? Because they have lived that experience. I salute you people. So now I am going to talk about some certain things that has been affecting us, because now the reality of everything going on is that they thought it was not going to hit them, because it has always been Black people that things hit first. But now the universe said that you all are also going to test like a little bit of the things you all dish out, and they are actually testing it, and they are screaming around, shouting around. Now let me tell you this: people that will tell you that they do not hate you, right? But they are jealous. You are a liar. It is obvious, because there is you can't compare jealousy and hatred. Those are two different things. When you are jealous, it is something, maybe yeah, like, but when you are, it means you are also ready to harm somebody. Now they have used some certain ways to hold my people, and they thought that the way they hold our ancestors down was also the same way they are going to hold us down. But no, a lot has changed. That was also one of the reasons why they try using segregations and other things, to make sure that Black people did not get education. That was also one of the reasons why they used Bible to hold my people down back then. Let's get into
Black women are aggressive. Black women are ghetto. Black women are money hungry. Fine. Let's say that all of that is true. Now what? What do you think would happen if Black women were just like, sure, okay. White people have made a habit of redefining words to suit their own agendas for hundreds of years. They change what things mean to benefit themselves. And we know that. So when the conversation of the reclamation of the N-word comes up, nobody blinks an eye. We understand the power we took back by reclaiming that word. Every single thing that they say about us is coded. Nothing is honest. Nothing is sincere. And the bigger question is, why would we ever care about the perspective or perception of a group of people whose whole existence is banking on minimization of another group? Everything that they love about themselves is about reflection from another group. Ask a white person what they love about themselves without bringing somebody else into it and watch them fucking fumble. Fine. Black women are aggressive. Now what? Because I know when you call me aggressive, what you mean is that I am strong in my standard. That I don't pull no punches. That I'm not willing to perform. That I don't fake niceties like you do to survive. When you call me aggressive, what you mean is that I refuse to play the fucking game. So hell yeah, I'm aggressive. I'm firm in who I know that I am. And I'm firm in what I know I deserve. And if you choose to define that as aggressive, then bitch, I'm aggressive. If you choose to define the way that I express my culture as ghetto, then bitch, I am ghetto. I'll be all of that. I'm going to reclaim the word because I have the power of reclamation. You don't. And you hate that shit. We talk a big game, but we don't walk in the power of the energy that we are claiming. If you really do believe that Black women are everything that we get online and say that we are, then we got to stop being so goddamn weak, so movable, so impressionable that they can get online and trigger us with one goddamn post. Fuck what they're saying. Who are you? You are the blueprint. Every time they shit on you, they're not just shitting on you, they're shitting on themselves. Laugh at that shit. But a lot of us can't do that because we don't actually feel confident. We're performing confidence. We don't actually feel valuable. We're performing value. And until we get to the root of that shit, we will continue to be easily triggerable. They will continue to use us to siphon our energy out of us for views, for likes, for energy. Because you don't believe your energy is that valuable, so you easily give it away. We could starve them of energy and end all of this shit, but we won't. We could block them and keep it moving. We could laugh at them in their fucking faces and watch them crumble. We could literally give them no energy and watch them suffocate because we are their air. Ask yourself why we won't do it. Fine. Black women are.
I've never heard of an angry Black woman pew-pewing a school. I've never heard of an angry Black woman unaliving people on the Vegas Strip, movie theater, or grocery store. I've never seen or heard of an angry black woman doing the Yahtzee salute or carrying a flag. I've never heard of an angry black woman unaliving a 12-year-old black boy. I've never seen or heard of an angry black woman wearing a white hood over her head. And I've never heard of an angry black woman writing a manifesto and calling it Project 2025. I say all that to say, if you still think black women are the angry ones, that lets me know everything I need to know about you.
We're going to be bombarded with a lot of messages from Republicans and MAGA and white people about how sorry they are that they voted for Agent Orange. One common refrain that I hear a lot is, but we didn't vote for this. We didn't vote for Elon Musk. We didn't vote for people to be laid off. We didn't vote for cuts to our health care. Yes, you did. You just thought that it wouldn't be you that would be affected. That's truth. But recognize what the end goal of this strategy is. These posts that they're making that are heartfelt, talking about, oh, they are so regretful and that they didn't realize that their vote would cause all of this chaos. All that is designed to do, along with their rage baiting and their trollish behavior, is to get attention centered on them. They have a deep pathological need to be the center of attention. They really believe that the universe revolves around them. And if you're black, you definitely know that. They are constantly involved in our business. For us to be so inferior, for us to be so worthless to American society. They are in the comments constantly of our videos. They rip off our creativity and make their poor, mediocre copies, because they need to be the center of attention. And they really do have, again, a pathological need for us to center them. They want to garner sympathy, and not just MAGA and Republicans, liberal white people too. I can't tell you how many comments I've gotten in my recent videos from white people talking about, I'm not MAGA. And I've never voted Republican. I did not vote for Agent Orange. You can't lump all white people in the same. What I do is delete the comments and block those people. Again, they want our energy, our time, and attention. And the best way to combat them is to not give it to them. And when you see these posts, a couple of them have gone viral, I'm going to tag Tabitha Speaks Politics. She is excellent. I'm going to tag Tabitha. Y'all go follow her and watch her videos. She talks about this, about viral posts from MAGA people talking about how regretful they are. They're not regretful. They're feeling the heat from the fires that they said that they thought that they would be insulated from. They thought they would be the ones standing back and watching everybody who is not them be decimated. But see, that whirlwind has now gotten them caught up. They didn't anticipate that. And I've made another video talking about how they are not ready. But don't be fooled by these town hall meetings, because they held town hall meetings just like the ones they're holding now, where they are going off on their representatives because they're mad. They did the same thing during Agent Orange's first term. And guess what? They reelected those same representatives again. Again, this is to get attention, because if they were truly pissed, and I believe that that day may come sooner than later, they're going to bring that January 6th treasonous insurrectionist energy to Washington. That's when we know that they are truly upset. But they're not that upset yet. They just want us to say, oh. But now they knew about Project 2025. Former Vice President Kamala Harris, she told them. We told them. Everybody told them about Project 2025. And Agent Orange himself said exactly what he was going to do. But you remember all of those rallies that were just 21st century versions of Klan rallies? That's why they voted because he embodies everything that they believe, or so they thought. Because again, they thought that they were exempt, and they're not. Karma does not play, but it's only beginning. They are really not sorry yet. They're really not regretful yet. Oh, but they're going to be. And we'll know the difference. So y'all just stay the course. Y'all be careful out here.
You used God to enslave my foreparents. You used God to segregate me in school. You used God to put me in the back of the bus. Have you no shame? God created every person in this room. Are you saying that God made a mistake? This is not about God, it's about men who choose to discriminate against other people because they have the power to do so. My record will not show that I voted against Mr. Cicilline having his rights. My record will show that when I had the opportunity to deliver liberty and justice for all, I voted for rights for all.
This country is going to hell in a handbasket. I know the other side is happy. They're like, yes, we're getting our country back. We get to finally get rid of the black people and the people of color. They see this as a victory for America because then they can go back to being their mediocre selves without any competition because black people won't be here. And I know we should be doing everything in our power to stop this from happening. But deep down inside, I'm thinking that this is supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen exactly like this. Since I was a child, I've always had really, really vivid dreams. And a lot of my dreams ended with complete destruction of my environment, which to me symbolizes the destruction of America at large. But I won't get into that nonsense, dream psychology and shit. America has always been due for a reckoning. And I am also due for a reckoning. I've come to realize that I am also culpable. Yeah. I had a really hard time boycotting at the very beginning. As an autistic person, change is just really, really hard for me. I like structure and I like routine, and boycotting some of the places that I've always routinely shopped at was very hard for me. I've slipped up and I've not worn my mask like I should. And if the revolution were to ever happen, I have thought, am I willing to compromise my job? Am I willing to compromise my living situation? And am I willing to compromise my life for this? Some days, hell yes. Other days, hell no. To an extent, America deserves what's coming. And to an extent, I also deserve what's coming. I take full responsibility for my inaction. I take full responsibility for the fact that I could have done so much more. And so when, and I do mean when, America burns down, I probably deserve to burn with it, to be honest. I want to thank my ancestors for building this country, but I also want to thank my ancestors for burning it the fuck down. We see you.
Racism isn't about hating black people. And this is something Africans and black people have forgotten. Every action towards another person is first an emotion internally. So if you spread hate on other people, that is because you spread hate towards yourself. White Europeans have an identity of pure difference. You think they hate black people? But they can't stop taking our shit. They can't stop dressing like us. They can't stop talking like us. They can't stop acting like us. They can't stop, again, stealing our resources, our history, our historical artifacts. They can't stop doing that. They can't stop talking about us. And you think, oh, these people hate you. They don't hate you, my brother. They want to be you. They hate the fact that they know that we are the blueprint for all humanity. All humanity started on the African continent. At some point, every single person on this fucking planet looked just like me. Or maybe they even had darker, beautiful skin. Even darker than myself. These people don't hate you. You have black people in the United States. And those black people, they are Africans. Because once you say, I'm not just black, I'm African, then you are connected to the history of Africa, to the people, to the culture, to the music. But once you say, I'm just black, you just exist in the realm of the United States. But it matters little. Because you are still an African. It's only the white Europeans in the United States that want to disconnect you from your own history. But that's something they can never do, because history is the truth. They will have to face the real facts that they just can't stop thinking about us. They can't stop talking about us. They can't stop trying to look like us. They want your hair. They want your style. They want your music. They want your athletes. They want your people. They want to be you, bro. They even created myths about if a white woman sleeps with a black man, she'll leave her husband. They think you're that powerful, bro. Make it make sense. And yet they make you believe that you want to be like them. Be like them. They want to be like you, nigga. You heard that shit, my brother or sister? They want to be like you. Don't ever fucking believe that, I want to be like them. They want to be like you. They have created an entire system of discrimination so that people won't be like you. But yet, your way of talking, your way of dressing, your music, your style still dominates. Africans still dominate all these sports. And it's not because, Africans have this gene. No! When y'all niggas left the African continent, you lost it. It's not that we are different. You are the ones who are different. It's not us that spread hate towards you. It's not us that attempts to exclude you. We invite, we give warmth, we have abundance. We don't keep things for ourselves. We share. It is you. It is them who don't want to associate themselves with us. But that matters little. Because we still dominate. It's just how it is. Never forget that stuff, bro. These white people, they don't hate you. They hate themselves. And that hate manifests itself through the hatred of you. Someone who is completely different from themselves. As Europeans have an identity of pure difference. Don't ever let these niggas tell you that you want to be like them.
It's very simple why they want to provoke the black community. It's no surprise they would do it after that debacle of a speech from last night. Look at the economy, okay? Look at the stock market. It's going down, okay? We are probably heading towards a recession. And that is all due to his decisions in the White House. All the rollbacks, the DEI rollbacks, all that stuff, that affected his voters, all right? It affected people that supported him more than it affected us. The spending resolution, all right? Getting rid of Medicaid. Everybody knows that's happening, okay? His voters, not happy about that. Social Security being disrupted, his voting base. He just laid off 80,000 veterans from the VA, 80,000 people working for the VA. His voting base. You guys are right. The plan was always to dismantle everything, make everything complicated, disrupt the system, destroy all these services, build frustration, get people mad. Okay? That was always the plan. But what they needed to cover up the fact that this is their fault, what they needed to cover up the fact that these are their decisions and nobody is to blame but them and the Republican Party, what they needed was for there to be anger in the streets, specifically from our community. The fact that they're not getting it is absolutely throwing off their plans, all right? And as things continue to get worse, they cannot continue pointing the finger. They just can't. How long are you going to keep blaming progressive policies and trans rights for the economy being messed up when you've taken away all of those policies and all that legislation? How long are you going to keep getting away with that excuse? How long do you think people are going to believe that you are not working for Russia, okay? How long do you think people are going to believe that Elon Musk is not just stealing money? How long do you think that's going to last? You think that's going to last to the midterms? You think that's going to last to 2028? Let's say in some fantasy world you get that next term. You think that's going to last to 2030, 2032? No, it won't. What they need in order to mitigate that. What they feel like they need is someone to blame. They needed to get black people angry so we could go out there, protest, cause an uproar, get upset the way they felt like we were getting upset back in 2020. And then not only can they do that martial law thing, they can blame all of the economic struggles that people are going through on us and our anger. That's what they've always done. So like I said, if y'all trying to pardon that man, why don't you do it? Why don't you do it and see how little effect that has on anybody's emotions? The problems that are going on in this country lay squarely at the feet of this administration, all right? They're not going to be using any other resource to shift the blame for the decisions that they are making to ruin American lives.
This is all I got from this video, and I am going to try as much as I can to pick some, to take the videos one after the other. Number one is that I am going to say this to Black people. I see a lot of them saying that they are they did not vote for what it's going on. Number one is that you all knew this was going to happen, or you thought it was just not going to affect you as usual, because you all are used to seeing people that you do not like a lot, suffer, because that has always been the deal. And the fact that I also heard you people saying that it would be better if someone like you is in the office. Why? Because you do not want to start begging Black men for things. That if Kamala Harris becomes the president, it means Black men will have upper hands than your men. I brought that video here. Now, you all are going around saying that you did not vote for you know what you voted for. Because voting for Trump means you are going to accept everything that comes with the baggages, especially with him. And the reality is that this man never lied about what he was going to do, his plans for Black people. His plans for everybody. He made it clear. And you all still saw that and felt woefully. And I've seen some of you crying so hard that you never knew it was going to be like this. The truth is that if chance is still being given to you, you will still make the same mistake and vote the same person again. I see a lot of you out there. Black women are this, Black women are aggressive, Black this is they, Black people this, that. The truth is that Black people have already been all there for everybody. You all are the one missing out on the whole thing going on, because no matter how hard you are, guys, try to bring Black people out. It is not going to work. Black people are these. Black people do not see. I know so hard it is for you people to accept the fact that you all messed up. But I am not going to tell you to accept that you messed up or you did not mess up. But the result of the mess up is all over. And I see every one of you running up and down. That is what I call karma. Karma really hits so hard. Some people will say that there is no karma, but there are some that are instant. This one is one of it. They are always so quick to label us, call us Black people angry. But last time I checked, I haven't seen, or I did not see Black women going out to Pe0ple places and the rest of it. It has always been some kind of people. The same people that will say we are savages. If you look around, you absolutely will find who the real savages are. But I leave it at that. Now I am going to talk about why do they really want to provoke Black people? They have tried so hard, it's not working. They want to use direct shoving to bring back. Still, you all will not say Black people. You all think you're smart. See, I'm going to tell you that my people are the real OGs. You all don't know it. I've been saying this for a very long time, and some people think I am joking. I ain't joking about this. The people that I know, I tell you that they are OGs. Now, you see, it's really amazing how these people keep saying we do not know we do. Okay, they can say we don't know our history because they are the ones that do not know their history. Black people are embedded in their own history. Even still, no matter how hard they have also tried to cut you off from your own history, you all said, no, this history is what that is binding us and we must know it to the last. I appreciate you all so much for knowing your history and trying so hard to walk through it. You all are doing great when it comes to that. I love you people for that. When you know your history, you will be able to avoid some certain things. And I love the fact that you all are avoiding some certain things because experience is the best teacher. You all have already lived that experience. That's why you all were able to see them from afar and try so hard to alert other people. But they are also ignorant and they couldn't even see their left. They cannot even differentiate their left from their right. I'll leave it at that. For the man that was talking about how they use God to enslave people that look like me, sorry, like me, my own people, and that is true, they use God to hold my own people captive for so long. I don't know how some people will hear on that. I don't know how you're going to feel about this, but that is true. Why am I saying this? I am saying this because if you check back during the history, how the Bible was turned upside down and how they used some certain verses to hold my own people down. Yeah, they did it. So it's not new. And sincerely speaking, they use segregation in schools, right? The truth is that they really do not want the best for us. And you all can also say that it is something that is not hidden, Uh, Black people, they segregated Black people because they didn't want Black people to go to school. Black people still found a way to start HBCU, right? And from there started flourishing, going to school and all that. That is still not good enough. Then after school, they are also going to tell you that you are DEI higher. I love my people. No matter how hard you all try to stop them, they move the other way. You know how catfish, you know how slippery catfish is. I mean, it's like you cannot catch me. You cannot. You ain't gonna catch me. I love my people for that. So I am also going to talk about the guy that said that they do not that white people have no identity without racism. The truth is that it is obvious. I mean, this is beyond jealous, right? Because when people want to be like you, when they like your vibe, it's just like while we were growing up. I don't know if I have told you this thing. While we were growing up, I have two older brothers, right? And my other brothers, what they played all through was hip hop. My siblings grew up with hip hop. And I came to the world and I saw them doing hip hop with my other cousins because in my family we are more like very united, right? And I started growing and I love hip hop. If I go out and there ain't any hip hop out there, you are just on your own and you got to really be good rap. That is me. That is because that was the footstep I saw my siblings taking. Now, let me tell you something when it comes to jealous. When you are jealous of somebody, it means you probably might like the person or there are some things. But this one is no longer jealous because if I try to hurt you and I say no, it's not jealous and it is hatred. When you are also when you like what somebody is doing, or you feel like, no, it is not jealous, it is hatred. You are trying to harm me, claiming that no, you don't like me. You do not like me. It's okay to be jealous at some point, but there is a stage where the jealous there is need to draw a line. So this one is not jealous. They do not like people that look like me. And their actions and their behavior says it all. Let's stop defending or stop making excuses for some certain people. And you all can see everything going on. The country is burning, right? It is burning because they thought it was going to start with my people first. But the universe says you all are also going to experience it. You know what? I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.